All right, folks, positive poll. And it is Wednesday still, December 9th, 2020. As the reptoids are going nuts, buzzing around, let's continue on and expose the false reality that, I tell you, again, we're creating more questions and answers, but we do know that we are knee deep in these dirty dog Draco hybrid reptoid Hollywood hybrid hacks. And they come in many forms. These disinfo agents, these phony targeted individuals, the gang stalking. Well, look, with all this craziness going on in the world, who do you look to? Who are you going to call? Well, certainly not Ghostbusters. Now, again, I've been watching this unfold for the past 5 years. So I'm just making observations, folks. That's all I can do. What does Fox News say? We report, you decide. Well, look, here's one of the most colorful characters on YouTube, on the social media scene, known as Jonathan Kleck. And of course, they all have their story of being saved and, all the high strangeness that goes with it. But in this case, you're looking at a 2012 video where he had intercepted an alien communication and the invasion was imminent. So what's interesting is Jonathan Kleck and his sidekick, Robin's Hood, they got this little love affair going on. But strangely enough, it's like these hybrid jokers don't understand that there's actually someone out there watching. And, just sitting back and beyond amazement, bewilderment, folks, on how these people actually get up and look themselves in the mirror. Now, again, we always know concerning these hybrids, it's the wackadoodle eyeball, the glazed over demonic eyeball or the slit eye. Now, we will go over some key issues here, folks, concerning what I call not an alien invasion, but the hybrid invasion. That, look, if iron doesn't mix with miry clay, and we're told at some point this sowing of the seed of man with the seed of beast is going to take place. Well, look, who's providing the proof out there nowadays? Well, let's continue, folks. Let's continue. Now, I'm amazed that you people don't understand who you've been listening to. But remember, folks, the social media platforms have algorithms to make sure the real people don't get together. Now, here, this is just the other day. I'm going to do a video breakdown, and again, of these alien insectoids buzzing around with the blue or red underbelly American Nazi reptoid perp plane. But yet, you can keep hanging on and jump off the cliff with these jokers. Now, we know Robin Hood's had this, recent love affair. First it was Richie from Boston, then, JD or whatever. Now it's Jonathan Kleck. But here he is, on his pal Butterfly's channel way back when. The whole gang, they look, birds of a feather flock together. So Butterfly pulled down all her videos too, and this is one of the, I guess, at the top of the list now, a 2-year-old video about online clownery and fakery, calling you out. But who responds to the video? None other than our boy Robin's Hood. Well, Mr. T's, the spatula effect. Isn't that great, folks? Just think, you're cooking breakfast and you don't have a spatula. Hey, just, get them meaty paws out there and start flipping them eggs. So again, I know you people think I'm a little crazy. That's what they want to tell you. And, I wish I was getting exposure across the globe, specifically to the Mexicans. And look, I've been out there on the street talking to them, blue in the face, and they're just praying this false reality is going to continue, that the money is going to keep falling out of the sky. But little do they know, they're knee deep in Draco hybrids, these flaming reptoids. They're everywhere. Now, here's someone very interesting, okay? This particular individual, I'll show you here, has lots of dreams, all right? This is the most recent one, December 3rd. But see, she had a dream how she was with Jonathan Kleck 4 years ago. And trust me, I didn't pay attention enough to listen to it. But here she is. She's on here, and she's going to tell us about her recent rapture dreams. Now, it'd be nice for me to have a rapture, I can tell you that. Because like I said, I'm out of gas, folks. I don't know who's going to do this heavy lifting when I'm gone. But here's this young lady that, apparently dreams about Jonathan Kleck. She freaks out as she starts her video the other day. And just make sure we get right up on there, folks. So what happens, folks? What do I tell you about the wackadoodle eyeball? Looking left, looking right, looking at their handlers. Now look what happened to her hands, folks. Okay? Look, 1 minute, they're perfect. And as she freaks out, the sawtooth effect. Now, I want you shapeshifter analysis people out there in YouTube land to pay attention, because I'm giving you clues on how to really stick it to them. If that's what you are really trying to do, separate the chaff from the wheat. So there she is. And look, I don't know these people. I've got no ill will. But what happens, folks? Am I going to have confidence in the snake eye? Do I have confidence in that's the real deal? Well, probably not, folks. So let's go over someone who recently popped back up on the scene. I've been trying to communicate with her. One of our beloved TIs, Katrina Maria. We all know who she is. She came on my channel a couple of years ago and, made a nice comment. And I did talk to her once on Skype. But amazingly that was it. That was it. And I've always been curious about how she's doing. But here she is. She surfaced again after her last YouTube video months and months ago about menstrual cups. And see, what happens is, folks, I am the biggest pain in the ass on YouTube. And I'll restate my mission in case you didn't get it the first time. My job is to weed out the frauds and phonies on YouTube. Now, as much as you people don't want to hear this, I've been doing a pretty darn good job. I think I'm batting 1,000 right now. And I'm waiting for someone to tell me where I'm going wrong. Now, all I'm saying, folks, is you got to understand, everything in the video is fine. Look at the shoes on the table, the background. But when she serves up her mealy mouth nonsense, she starts freaking out, folks. And what do they got to do? They got to touch themselves. And they hope to correct whatever's going haywire within them, but sometimes they just can't do it. So, they'll try to sleep on it and hope by, touching themselves it's going to go away. But it never does. It never does. And look, they know. Look at the back, at the pattern on the desk and the shoes. But for some reason, the individual in the video is having some problems with electromagnetic distortion. Now look, folks, I've got no ill will against anybody. You know that. Now I'm going to show you some really, really crazy stuff right now. And everybody slow down. Don't get worked up. Don't get your knickers riled. Just kick back and relax. Enjoy the show, folks. Now, look, we have Edward Scissorhands' little sister here. We all know who this is. And look, yes, my dear, salvation is there for some of us, but it's not just out there for anybody to grab, all right? I know you like being your own superstar, and you've been hanging around with these slippery, slimy super soldiers. Where'd your boy Tony Rodriguez disappear to? Now look, I mean, think about this, folks. This is like you're in a Benihana commercial all day long. Hey, wouldn't that be great, though? You know, if you're married to one of these Dracos, and all they do is, you know, it's like, hey, sweetie, while you're chopping up my T-bone, grab me a beer out of the fridge. Now, look, folks, again, these Dracos will stick their claws in your back and twist and turn. But the minute you approach them, oh, they'll smile first and tell you how great you are and just, you know, oh, peachy keen. But don't turn your back, folks, because they'll get ya. You understand what I'm saying out there, kids? In the land that was once called America? Now, here, Mr. Basagio, the time traveler, this buffoon. Now, I'm going to show you, folks, that, look, I do try to be nice. Now, here's a picture of young Andrew, okay? Young Andrew. A recent one. This is what he does. He did this mealy mouth thing out in England about time travel and this and that. And I did a video, and they blocked it. They blocked it everywhere worldwide. And the first thing they do is they have this picture of him. All right, this is young Andrew during Project Pegasus. I'm assuming 1970. You know, his father, the CIA scientist that, you know, reported to Uncle Carl and the boys. But I put this picture up, and what do now? They filter it out. All right? Because they think you're all stupid. They think that we can't figure things out. Yeah, I don't understand. Like, really. Do they understand that scripture actually is real? And yes, we're watching it unfold in front of us, but some of us are actually suffering horribly as we see the chaos swirling about. Another lockdown in California. No one's allowed out of their house. And I live in the bizarro world. You know, I got my 80-year parents that handed me over to Satanists and still live in denial. Oh, when you going to get a job? Look, folks, if you cover up evil, if you're complicit in these reptoid hijinks, you've got another thing coming. Now, what do I tell you about the opaque eyeball? These characters, all right? They all hang out together. Now, look, some of their acts are pretty good. And yes, folks, you do get some information here and there. That's part of the game. But at the end of the day, you know what? You're going to have a choice because these people are the proverbial pigs going off the cliff into the ocean. There's no saving them. Do you got that? Oh, that's real normal. Now, you know what? A lot of these people are of no consequence. And let's just do a quick review. Real quick. Because my next video, I'm going to blow the roof off this Montauk thing. Now, I guess, individual that was called Preston Nichols, but really, he's a Palladian fallen angel that uses holographic technology. See, look, these fallen angels wanted to live like humans. They wanted to mate like humans, eat like humans. That's why Preston was a fat slob. probably just shoving hamburgers and hot dogs down his mug all day long while he's torturing these young boys out in Montauk with Goofball here and Swerdlow. None of these people can reconcile anything. Preston says, "Oh, we got a conscience, and so we crashed the project." And Duncan here, he conjured up Bigfoot there. Okay, tell me another one. Now look, some of these Draco hybrids, these three-finger Louis, like the baby Draco hybrid James Rink here, the supposed super soldier, they are put in place because, look, these original disinfo agents have a shelf life, folks. Don't you get that? I don't think you do. Remember, this is a series of attrition. So look, they know when they're freaking out, all right? And the thing of it is the smugness, folks. They just continue on. The electromagnetic distortion. There he is. Oh, yeah, that's just fantastic. That's right, folks. Get ready. Because if YouTube shuts me down, remember, you've been warned.